Hello, lovely ladies. I'm back. So let's talk about the reasons that I see that food boundary mamas struggle with the Trim Healthy Lifestyle Plan. Number one, you're protein deficient. Most ladies that are dealing with food boundaries are having a really hard time distinguishing which foods, safe foods, have enough protein for their bodies. Usually they're afraid to add too many things, to tip the scales, especially when they first start Trim Healthy Mama. Tip the scales meaning increase protein, okay? So when I started my food boundary journey on Trim Healthy Mama, because I have Hashimoto's, I am supposed to eat gluten-free, dairy-free. We were dairy-free, so I really wasn't eating cheese and yogurt and all of those things, and that meant that my protein world was very small, at least in my mind. Because again, I was not as adept at thinking outside of what I couldn't eat. And it's always a better idea to focus on what you can eat. So being protein deficient is probably the number one thing that I see that people struggle with considering their options, right? And the number two thing that people struggle with is fuel. S-E, what'll it be, right? You get in this rut of like the mindset from before Trim Healthy Mama, where it was calories in, calories out. And then the mindset of Trim Healthy Mama, which is food freedom. So trying to learn how to embrace the freedom that you actually have to fuel your body well. And it doesn't always look like 3 meals a day. That's the other thing. Final reason that people that come to me are struggling with their Trim Healthy plan is that their metabolism is usually wrecked from either years of undiagnosed or unknown food boundaries, or they've known about their food boundaries, but they've been eating less than nutritious options that fit into their boundaries without realizing that whole foods are kind of where it's at. So all of that culminates in a body that's just tired and inflamed and starving, like literally starving. So when you are trying to work your plan, it's going to, as a food boundary mama, it's going to be a slow and steady getting accustomed to your plan type of a thing. And that's what I help people do, is kind of iron out that part, because if I could have had somebody show me, I would have. I ask you, where are you on your food boundary journey? Are you person number one, where you're struggling with figuring out what your protein is going to be so that you can drop that anchor and make it the full 3 hours between your meals and feel better and more satisfied in your emails, right? Are you option two, where you got the protein handled, but you're struggling with your fuel? Like you're literally paralyzed thinking about what food fits into what fuel. Or are you option three, where you're not hungry in the morning and your last meal is at 5 o'clock at night and you're going more than 12 hours overnight before you fuel and you're just not hungry? Which one are you?